Over the last few years, it's become this default refrain from the right that social media is left wing and it amplifies left wing messages and ideas. It suppresses right wing messages and ideas, sometimes by deprioritizing the content, sometimes by straight up banning the purveyors of the content, etc. Most of us understand this. But very often it's easy to kind of get lost in the messaging when the real way to look at these claims is to look at them empirically. Now, Facebook is one that has been very much under fire by the right. The ban of Trump became a flashpoint in this case to be made that many of them are making, that all these platforms, including Facebook, just want to prop up left-wing messages and ideology. But intuitively, it didn't really ever seem that that was the case with Facebook. I've mentioned to you anecdotally, Ben Shapiro does so well, one of the top Facebook publishers, and Dan Bongino we've talked about, and all these right-wingers. It seems that between that and Mark Zuckerberg kind of at minimum looking the other way when it comes to the way that the right used Facebook to spread disinformation about the election and vaccines, etc., certainly doesn't seem that Facebook is propping up the left. Media Matters undertook a very interesting investigation and quantified a lot of this. And it found that the top political posts on Facebook are almost always and almost exclusively right-wing. I've mentioned this before. Every day, Media Matters uses Facebook's CrowdTangle tool to identify and share the 10 posts with the most interactions from top political and news-related Facebook pages. Our list also specifies the ideological leaning. Media Matters and others have demonstrated again and again there is no bias or censorship against conservatives on Facebook, despite claims to the contrary. The data set is more evidence that no such bias exists. Here is a sample day, but a typical day on Facebook. This was 2 days ago, so Monday. You look at the top 10 Facebook posts about news and politics. It was Breitbart, Don Jr., Ben Shapiro, Franklin Graham, another Breitbart, the Hodge twins, Fox News, and Ben Shapiro. 8 out of the 10 are hard right posts. One of the top 10 posts is a link from NPR, and we'll look at it in a second, which is considered non-aligned ideology. The right says NPR leans left. NPR sticks to facts overwhelmingly in their news reporting. And then one is a Hillary Clinton post, but wait until I show you what the Hillary Clinton post actually is. So 80% of the top Facebook news and politics post Monday, conservative. Now, we go and we actually look at what the posts are. The Breitbart post is about standing by Aaron Rodgers despite his lies about being vaccinated. Okay, that's like a hard propaganda post. The second one is a Don Jr. post with a picture of Don Sr., Donald Trump, that says, "Miss him yet?" Not very substantive. The Ben Shapiro post is one about, it's called "Boom, Man Shot by Rittenhouse Admits He Pointed a Gun at Rittenhouse." The Hillary Clinton post is just a New York City marathon picture of, I believe that's Chelsea Clinton. It's not even political. It's from Hillary, but it's just someone who ran the marathon. So it's not even political in the sense that these other posts are political. There's a Franklin Graham post about his heart surgery that he got. And then the NPR post is about conservatives being mad about Big Bird getting vaccinated. So even the NPR post that made it is one that appeals to conservatives because it's about the uprising from the right about Big Bird announcing that he got a COVID vaccine. So even when we look at these top 10 posts on Facebook from November 8th, the one that's left leaning is just a picture of someone who ran the marathon. It's not even a left wing message. And the one from NPR, which is considered non-aligned politically, is one that would be particularly appealing to conservatives. So what's the takeaway here? The takeaway is when you broadly hear this platform favors the left or that platform favors the left, You might say that sounds reasonable, or you might say it doesn't sound reasonable, but we are able to quantify these things. We are able to quantify it. And at least as far as Facebook goes, routinely, this is not an outlier day. Routinely, the top performers are almost exclusively right-wing publishers. Let me know your thoughts. You can find me on Twitter at dpacman. We're going to take a quick break. We'll talk about the Aaron Rodgers apology. We're going to talk about the judge's decision in the Trump riot documents. We're going to talk about the Paul Gosar video where he's depicted as killing AOC in anime form. All of it is upcoming. Find me on Twitter at dpacman.